Hi everyone, and thanks for coming. And first of all, please let me say this in Japanese. Domo arigato gozaimasu to the Plone Conf Tokyo team for bringing us all here and providing such a nice experience. As you already may know, my name is Alin Voinea. I'm from Moldova, Romania. I work with Plone, and lately I'm DevOps. I'm in this DevOps thing, and I try to do continuous delivery and deployment with Docker, Gitflow, and Jenkins. So let's see, how many of you know what agile development is? Okay, what about continuous integration, continuous delivery, and continuous deployment? How many of you use continuous integration? Okay, continuous delivery and continuous deployment? No. Okay, so in continuous integration, we all know that you develop, push your code on GitHub, and Jenkins will build and run integration tests on your code. With continuous delivery, this will also, Jenkins or Travis or any automation tool will also release your code, a stable or a pre-release and deploy it on staging, and in continuous deployment, it will automatically deploy it on production, in a production environment. So, of course, you will ask me why, and you should always start with why. You know, like little kids do. Why is the sky blue? Why can't I eat the 10th ice cream today? You know, because doing continuous deployment is not easy, but once you've done it, it will bring you a lot of joy, and a lot of you will have better products. So our why was because we wanted new features and bug fixes in production as soon as possible. Before we did deploy once a month, and then once at 2 weeks, and now basically we can deploy daily, on a daily basis. So yeah, when you do continuous integration and delivery and deployment, then your code get more covered with tests, so you will get higher quality, you will get better products, and in the long run, you'll get lower costs because you cut this deployment costs, and of course happier teams, because if they have tools that continuously test and deploy on staging, they don't have to worry about these things, and they just focus on writing better code. So here we have a lot of tools to do continuous deployment, like Ansible, Puppet. We have Jenkins or Travis. GitLab also have support for pipelines, and here are most of them are open source or free tools, but we chose to use GitHub with the Gitflow branching model with Jenkins, and then we build Docker images with automated builds on Docker Hub, and finally we deploy them with Rancher on staging and production. So the Gitflow, how many of you know what Gitflow is? Heard about it? Do you use it? Okay. So Gitflow, basically you have two branches with an infinite lifetime span, master and develop. Master branch will be only for production, and it will reflect the production state. And from master, you basically tag your code and deploy it on production. And the developers works on the develop branch, or if there are features that takes longer, then you do feature branches. And then here is not in this graph, but then you also have some hot fixes if something is wrong, and then you need to easily deploy. You have a hotfix branch between master and develop. So yeah, GitHub has Gitflow support out of the box by letting you, because you need to restrict access on the master branch, so you don't let anyone to commit and push on the master branch. Jenkins will do this. And here you request people to pull request and also to review your code. So you cannot merge in the master branch if, I don't know, here is one other person accepts your code, or you can add more, and then also you can have a restriction, ask for the builds to pass, and so on. And Jenkins lately introduced this new plugin called BlueOcean. Do you know about it? Okay, so Jenkins BlueOcean pipelines, basically, before you kept your Jenkins jobs configuration in Jenkins. Now you can write Jenkins files and keep it with your code. So you have your Jenkins pipeline with your code, like also Travis does this. And here is a pipeline. How do we release one Plone add-on? So you can see that we do code check, GSLint, PyFlakes, and then we run tests over Plone 4, Plone 5. This is the EA website, and this is our known good set of add-ons and versions. And then we run functional tests, and here these are software checks. So the pipeline will not fail, but it's nice to have, and if a developer wants, can look in the CSS lint and see, okay, I have 1,000 errors. And then here is the release. And this step will actually release on PyPy and our egg repository. And then we have another pipeline for the EA website release. So we scan images with Claire for security vulnerabilities. Then we build and test all add-ons over the known good set of add-ons, and then we build over the website, and then release the KGS Docker image, and then we release the website Docker image. And enough with the talk. I have a demo here. Let's see, where is it? So here I have a Plone website with the Plone team business casual. I enabled it, and then let's say that I want to change the background image. I could change it through the web, but let's say that I want to persist it in the theme. And I add some info in the changes txt, and then I will push it. You notice that I work in the develop branch, and
Can you make your font bigger?
sorry,
Video,
yeah. Sorry, that was only the coding part. Here you see on GitHub, I have the option to pull request on master, and when I pull request it, then Jenkins will start building my pipeline. So you see that it started to run over the develop and over the pull request. And it here we have an additional step for pull request, where we actually you will see that Jenkins automatically update versions txt and changes RST by removing the dev part from versions, and see that it updated versions txt. Yeah, it's not refreshed. And now it will also update the changes file. And after all the builds, all the steps are green. Let's say here I don't have the restriction because GitHub allows you to say that the developer that did the pull request can't merge without a review, another person's review. But here I merged it myself, and let's see, all the builds are passed, and then when you merge, the Jenkins will start building the master branch over the master branch. And you saw previously that it skipped the release and the upgrade steps in the pipeline. So now it's doing the release. So basically it created a GitHub tag, and then Docker Hub will start to automatically build our image. You can also push it, but we like to make our images clear on Docker Hub what they contain, because if you pull it, if you push it from Jenkins, then others will not see what that image contains and may not trust it. But of course, you can use all other Docker repositories. And now you can see that in Rancher, I have an upgrade step. And here I did a continuous delivery, because I like to do the upgrades with the possibility to roll back. But of course, these steps can be automatized also. And yeah, here you have the Plone website updated. So Okay, I'm almost finished. Continuous delivery with Docker, Gitflow, and Jenkins, but you can, of course, you can choose whatever tools you want. In the end, will come with lower costs, better products, and happier teams. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Any questions? No questions?
All right. Good day. So when you come on to the team, I noticed that you do continuous delivery for Plone. When you come on to the team side, does that bake into the image as well, or is it done separately?
Sorry, I don't.
Okay. Say you have a Plone website,
Yes.
right? Someone make a change. It get build, tested, build, and then auto deployed using whichever CI/CD, whether it's
Yes.
Jenkins or so forth. When it comes to the team, like you have a Plone team, and you want to make a change to the team itself, not to the actual backend Python code. Is it that you manage the team separately from the Plone backend, or
Yes,
is it
yes.
baked in?
No, it's managed separately.
Okay. Do you have an auto deployment?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we have, yeah.
So what do you use for when it come on to the continuous delivery for the team?
The same, I mean, it's the same process, and we have Docker images for everything, so we deploy with this, but this is the same approach.
Okay, that's it.
Thank you.
Any other questions?
Do you also use feature branches or only use like the development branch and the master branch? Because you mentioned Gitflow, but Gitflow usually with bigger teams is like more useful if you have multiple feature branches so you can develop different.
Yes, yes. It depends on your team size. If you have, I don't know, 3 developers or 10 up to 10 developers, and you have a lot of add-ons, the master and develop branch can fit this. But then, if I don't know, if you have more people in your team, then feature branch is fit.
And then
here.
you then use one Docker image for your feature branch before you merge into develop, or
yeah. Jenkins will build all your images, but no, for the main pipeline, it will run over the master branch, so it runs over production and over the develop with this add-on in the feature branch. So.
Okay, so you take the development branch as it is, and then the feature branch that is also with the pull request, you do the
but you do pull request only from the developer branch to the master. So you do pull request, or you directly commit in the devel branch, and then from devel branch in the master. You can't merge from a feature branch directly in the master.
No,
you have
but
to
first in develop.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, sorry, I didn't understand. Yes.
Okay, we have a couple other questions over here.
Thank you. How do you handle running upgrade steps and testing against these?
Yeah, we didn't reach the phase of continuous deployment, so we still do the Plone upgrades manually. But we think about adding I don't know, Plone add-on to handle this, because I mean it's easy to do it, I think, with Plone REST API. Maybe it should be that hard to also run, because this is indeed is the final step when you upgrade Rancher, and then you have to upgrade Plone run upgrades. And if you don't have Plone upgrades steps for all your add-ons, then, or if they have to be run in I don't know, let's say order, or yeah, you can have issues. But basically you should do this on staging, and then do some acceptance tests there, automated, and then in production you will not have any issues.
I have a question. So you use the Gitflow approach with master development and feature or bug fix branches and everything. Wouldn't it make sense to rename the master branch to deployment or production branch, so that people new to the to your team directly sees which is the branch from which you origin from all your feature branches, where you should not do a merge or pull request against, and to organize the work from that side. And the other question I have is, you have seen at your BlueOcean pipeline that you're doing things like the convention checks at almost very late in the process. But if you're looking for maintainable code, shouldn't be that one of the first steps to look at?
Where is that? Let's see here. Yeah, here. So yeah, we do this code linting, and yeah, we can move this. I mean, this is not this. As I said, this will not fail. This is softly. There was a bug in the Jenkins pipeline that would not make this yellow, because this should be yellow, but due to a bug in Jenkins pipelines, they are either green or red, and if they are red, the entire pipeline will fail. But maybe they fixed that. And for the Git branch, I think GitHub. When we started doing this, GitHub didn't let you to restrict only. You could restrict only master, or I remember there was an issue with the branching, and we said, okay, we switched to the develop branch and let master, because also the Gitflow was defined like that. So people, yeah, if you tell people that we are using Gitflow, then this is the way Gitflow do things.
Okay, I think we may need to stop there because we're about 5 minutes into our break. So thank you again.